National Plan Your Vacation Day is on January 27th, and I know what some nonprofit folks are thinking. Vacation in this economy with this caseload, with this board, with this donor deadline parade? Yep, vacation. Because burnout is not noble, it's expensive. Hi, I'm Shannon Cherry from My Nonprofit Advisor. Burnout is everywhere in the sector. 42% of nonprofit employees said they felt burned out in the past year. And a nonprofit leadership survey highlighted 95% of leaders are actually concerned about burnout. That's not a few people having a rough week. That's a system waving a red flag the size of a fundraising banner. Also, burnout isn't just vibes. Burnout is the result of chronic workplace stress that hasn't been successfully managed. And you get things like exhaustion, mental distance, quiet quitting, those kind of things. Now, here's the part that should make every executive director stand up a little bit straighter. If you burn out your people, you don't just lose staff. You lose momentum. You lose relationships. You lose donor confidence. You lose the ability to execute, especially in fundraising where consistency and follow-up are basically oxygen. So let's talk about why vacations matter in nonprofits specifically. A vacation is not a luxury item. It's capacity protection. When people take a real time off, they recover from stress and come back with improved well-being and job performance. But here's the kicker. Nearly 2/3 of workers say the positive effects fade within days once they're back, which means take a vacation is not the whole strategy. The strategy is take a vacation and fix the conditions that make it pointless. Because if you're taking 3 days off and then spend those 3 days checking your email, that's not a vacation. It's just really checking your email in a different zip code. The fact is, people who psychologically disengage from work during vacation see the biggest well-being benefits. So if you're in nonprofit land and you're thinking, I can't take time off, look, you're not alone, but you're also not trapped. You're just operating without a plan. So here's what I want you to do today. Yeah, today. Step 1, put real dates on the calendar, not sometime in the spring, dates. Even if it's a long weekend, your nervous system does not care that you're mission driven. Step 2, plan coverage like a grown-up. Write down 3 things that can't drop, no matter what. Maybe it's donor thank yous, urgent program communications, and true emergencies. Now, everything else can wait because the world will survive if your Slack is quiet. Step 3, protect your vacation by removing the return tsunami. This is where nonprofit leaders can get really smart fast. Use simple automations and templates so work doesn't pile into a shame mountain. Schedule donor acknowledgments, queue stewardship emails, set internal handoffs, and create an out-of-office message that actually redirects action. Because the goal of vacation isn't to rest and pay for it later. The goal is to come back and still be a confident, kind, and strategic human being. And one more truth for boards and leadership teams. If your culture quietly punishes people for taking PTO, you're not being dedicated. You're building a burnout pipeline. And eventually, that pipeline is going to deliver resignations. So in the spirit of National Plan for a Vacation Day, book it. Treat it like strategic planning for your brain, your family, your longevity, your mission. Burned out leaders do not raise more money. Rested leaders build systems, deepen donor relationships, and make better decisions. So plan the vacation and protect the mission. And I'll see you in Disneyland.